So your roof got approved for your insurance claim. Now what? Yeah, so the process is pretty simple from here moving forward, although it is something that you've got to pay attention to and make sure you understand what to expect. You know, the first thing that's going to happen is your insurance company, once it's approved, is they're going to start building what's called a scope of work. Essentially, this is insurance talk for the estimate of what it's going to take to repair your roof. Now, generally speaking, insurance estimates cover enough for a full roof replacement with quality products that the contractor shouldn't have to supplement for. Now, in some cases, supplementing is necessary, but generally, most of the time, it's not. And the supplementation process is essentially the contractor goes to the insurance company and asks for a little more money for certain things that weren't included into the estimate. But assuming that everything is kosher and all good, moving forward, once you've got that scope of work, generally the first thing you want to do is share that with your contractor so that they can review it. They're going to look through the scope, understand everything that is supposed to be done, make sure that the numbers line up appropriately for what they feel like it should. And if everything checks out there, they're going to come to you to pick out a shingle color. You're going to pick out the shingle color, discuss manufacturers, everything that you're going to do. Once all that's lined up, you go under contract to do your roof replacement. Now, the separate part of this is the money side of the claim payout for you from the insurance company. Typically, the checks are separated into two separate checks, and they do this because of what's called depreciation. Now, we'll do a whole video later on explaining depreciation and how that works, but essentially they're breaking the money up to make sure that you do the work before they give you the full amount. There are some insurance companies out there that just send the full amount up front, but it's becoming less and less common these days. So the thing that happens when you get that check is usually most people have a mortgage on their property. And if you do have a mortgage, it's going to require that you send that check off to get endorsed by your mortgage company before you can just turn it over to the roofing contractor. And some of these processes, especially with online mortgage companies, the process can take a few weeks for that to happen. So as soon as you get that check, you want to jump on it immediately to get that endorsed by your mortgage company. Now, your roofing company can probably help with this and help expedite the process and get it done. But generally, you contact your mortgage company, they'll give you the steps to follow to get them to endorse it, and it's no big deal. Once it comes back, you can endorse it, and now it's ready to be either deposited into your account so you can write a personal check, or you can hand that check over to your roofing company. From there, most roofing companies aren't needing the money immediately. Typically what we do is on the day of install, we hope to pick up that front check, potentially the homeowner's deductible as well, but definitely we want to pick up that front check on the day that we start install. We don't need it 2 weeks before, a week before, or anything like that. But when we drop materials and the crew shows up to start doing work, we want to pick up the front end of that insurance check, because truth be told, getting those second end, those back end checks can sometimes take an extended period of time. So it just helps the roofing contractor cover the price of materials and labor, at least put a dent into those two numbers until that back end check, that second depreciation check comes to you. And then from there, you're just waiting on install, and every roofing company is going to have a different process on how far their lead times are, what it takes for scheduling, when they drop materials. So that's going to be specific to the roofing company you're working with. But essentially, that's the process. Once the roof's completed, the insurance company is going to send in a letter of completion and a final invoice to the insurance company, maybe a few pictures showing that the roof has been complete. And then the mortgage company is going to send that second check out to you to, again, endorse, either deposit it into your account and write a personal check, or to endorse and turn that check over to the roofing company. Once all that's complete, you're set, you're done, you've got a brand new roof that didn't cost you a whole lot of money. So if you found the video helpful, please be sure to like it, share the video on any of your streams, any of the videos we post for that matter, be sure to share them. But subscribe to the channel, because we're uploading really informative content every week. We'd love for you to stay in tune with what's going on in the roofing and solar industries, and just the home improvement industry in general.